Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. As you can see, Kisumu is also fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, UDA party, through the office of the Secretary-General, issued some statement, an internal memo for that matter. And in that internal memo, the UDA party announced the reorganization of the secretariat by making several appointments. And that move is actually causing serious political storm in UDA party. In brief, let me just go through the internal memo. The office of the Secretary-General, internal memo, UDA party, from the office of the Secretary-General to all staffs, reorganization of the secretariat, that is now the UDA Secretariat. It says, kindly refer to the above subject after careful consideration and in order to enhance effective collaboration to streamlining internal processes, the party secretariat has restructured as follows. The executive office of the Secretary-General, Alfred Makotsi, principal assistant. I think it's the personal assistant now to the Secretary-General. This one man was stood with Cleophas Malala from the time Malala was the MCA, the time he was the senator. He was still his PA. When he went to UDA, he has been with him, ANC. So huyu ni mtu wa mkono wa Malala all along. Victor Weldon, the same. Political advisor, Patient Kiti, office manager, Arnold Maleba, the strategic communications advisor. So if you look at this, I'm wondering the number of positions that the office of the Secretary General requires, because I want to compare it to ODM party. Sifuna has a secretary, I think. Who else? I think maybe only a secretary. Yeah, even ODM as a political party might not have this number of people. Because if you look at this list here, it's just a long list. And all these guys are going to be paid. Of course, UD has the money. Then if you go to the office of the executive director there, several other individuals have also been appointed. And this appointment yesterday caused serious political storm. It was trending on Twitter. But the response, but the statement by Millicent Omanga is what caught my attention and the attention of majority of Kenyans. And that's exactly what I want us to analyze in this particular video. But one thing I want to make very clear is that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. I'm almost 100% sure that there is no way Cleophas Malala can restructure the UDA Secretariat, a secretariat he found, without express authority of the party leader. Of course, the appointment he might try to influence, because he might be told, go ahead and do the recruitment. Maybe that's where he went wrong. But as far as the restructuring is concerned, I don't think he can do that without the approval of William Samoei Arap Ruto. And that's why Millicent Omanga must also be very careful and try to understand William Ruto's objectives as far as UDA party is concerned. The interest of William Ruto in 2027 is completely different from his interest in 2022. That is something that Millicent Omanga should understand. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto is currently focusing more on winning the support of the Luhya nation and not the Kikuyu nation. And therefore, UDA as a political party must be seen to belong to the Luhya nation. Unlike in 2022, when the party was projected to appear as a Kikuyu party. And that can explain why, in the entire scheme of things, we have the president, then we have the deputy president. The deputy president belongs to the Kikuyu nation. Then, as a matter of checkmate, we have the prime cabinet secretary, Musalia Mudavadi. Then again, if you look at it, the speaker comes from the Luhya nation, which means they are trying to move it the other side. The Secretary-General also now comes from that side. But let us not get into that for now. I want us to focus on the statement by Millicent Omanga, which in my view is also significant. Before we do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, KCSE results were released yesterday. Just as a show of solidarity with the fellow students, kindly let me know your name, the name of your former high school or secondary school, for that matter. Ladies and gentlemen, let us go through the statement which Millicent Omanga issued yesterday at night. This is what Omanga is posting. Allegations against UDA Secretary-General Malala as appertains incompetence and nepotism in appointments to the leadership positions in the ruling party are unfortunate but not surprising. For a man who has been fixated with personal glory and selfish pursuit at the very expense. Now, if you paid very close attention to the tone of that statement, then you'll understand that there is serious deep-rooted problems in UDA party. And it's just a matter of time. And they are going to explode. She's continuing. Acquaintance, relatives, hang-ons who contributed absolutely nothing to the growth of UDA party, effectively and intentionally abandoning hard-working and dedicated hustlers who watered the rise of UDA with their sweat and sacrifice. It has come a time that we must call a spade a spade. Which means Millicent Omanga has been quiet, as others have also been quiet. But now they are expressing something that is really worrying those who are in UDA. I'm always keen on Twitter, especially those who previously supported UDA government during the campaigns. Most of them have always complained that whenever appointments come, preference are given to those who supported Azimio. Okay, this is what she's concluding. It has come a time that we must call a spade and make the office of the SG work. We won't allow our party to be run by an individual who doesn't carry His Excellency William Ruto's vision. All party members who fought for the party must get their fair share in the management of the party, or the chips will fall. That is Millicent Omanga, Mama Miradi, speaking. And therefore, Cleophas Malala must also tread carefully. Maybe because William Ruto is a cunning politician. Maybe he's also allowing Cleophas Malala to make these blunders. Because I've been going through Twitter, and some individual have actually decided to to reveal the identities of these people who Malala appointed. Just briefly, they are saying that Jennifer Malik, his wife's sister, now the manager, director affairs. Anton Ngeru, his sister's husband, head of communications research. Metrin Musinga, his cousin's wife, manager finance. Yusuf Omete, cousin, head of digital communications. Collins Babu, cousins, manager elections. And Justin Ongwen, cousin, head of protocol. So I don't know how true this could be because I don't have the facts. But the fact that someone can sit down and come up with this list means that Cleophas Malala must actually be very careful. But as much as we want to crucify Malala for this, the truth of the matter is that there is no way he can decide to just go out there and reorganize the secretariat. It's just like in ODM party. There is no way Oduro Ngwen can just wake up one day. By the way, it's me and Wafula Buke who kicked out Magerer out of office with the help of William Ruto. Those times were very active. And I remember the day we went to present Wafula Buke, everybody disappeared. It's only me and Rosemary Kariki who stood by Wafula Buke. Then we brought on when a reformist. We thought he would change things. But the more things change, the more they remain the same. And he ended up kicking out Wafula Buke from the secretariat because by that time Wafula was working there. So I understand a bit of these secretariat issues. Yeah, so you should have trust in that. That's just by the way. But what was the objective of Millicent Omanga's statement? Number one, Millicent Omanga actually wanted to express the feeling of UDA supporters, the original UDA supporters. Majority of these original UDA supporters are feeling that they're being shortchanged, that new people are being preferred. I'm just trying to get another tweet which I saw. I don't know if I get it, the better. If I want, Pia Nisawa. No, there's this lady. I don't know whether it's a lady because on Twitter, unless you know someone at a personal level, I don't know whether Bianca Naum is a lady or a man. Okay? But this is what she posted after Malala made that announcement. She was one of the people who were heavily being paid by by UDA at that time to propagate their ideology. This is what she's saying. My beloved UDA party has yet again shown its online battalion the middle finger. It has left out those who stood with it through thick and thin during campaigns and went for direct shopping in Azimio. Some honchons in UDA party think they lifted an elephant, while some of us lifted an ant. UDA, despite receiving over 500 million from political parties, Kitty, has not found it wise to empower its online team. During campaigns, they kept telling us that we gave our best, using our own funds, bundles, other resources. UDA should stop behaving like a proverbial ostrich burying its head in the sand. Malala has turned the largest party in Kenya into a family affair. End of rant. So basically, Omanga spoke for majority of UDA party members. They feel that preference is being given to newcomers, that the original founders are being sidelined. In fact, there's a truth in that. Today, if you go to Twitter, the people you'll see propagating UDA policies are formerly members of Azimio. People like Makwiny being paid by the Office of the Interior, Kinopia being paid. Yeah. So that's number one. Number two, Omanga's statements also reveals internal division within UDA party, especially over the appointment of Malala. The fact is, William Ruto just came from nowhere and announced Malala as the new Secretary-General of UDA party. By that time, Malala was still a member of ANC party. And one of the questions which most Kenyans asked during that time is how William Ruto could, of all the people in UDA party, just decide to pick an outsider as the Secretary-General. While we all know that when William Ruto was the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya and Uhuru was the President, and Uhuru had expressed his interest in supporting Raila, Ruto used to challenge Uhuru Kenyatta that even if he doesn't want him, why go outside Jubilee Party, for that matter, and go and support someone pick someone from ODM? That's exactly the thing. So majority of UDM members are yet to embrace Malala. And that's why in one of my videos on this channel, I explained clearly that there is no way the UDA elections are going to be held. And if they're going to be held, Malala is going to be kicked out by the members. Number three, there is also the feeling of betrayal. That Ruto is betraying the original people who stood or who suffered, for that matter, with the party during its time of need. And the fact that Omanga, of all the people, can now come out, it's also very serious. And of course, there's also number four, the issue or the politics of Musalia Mudavadi and Rigathi Gachagua as far as UDA party is concerned. And this is why Omanga should be very careful. The truth is, William Ruto prefers Musalia Mudavadi and is doing everything to empower Musalia Mudavadi, including reorganizing the party in his favor. The other day I was just reading that even some functions of the interior were transferred to Mudavadi. That's how Ruto is empowering Mudavadi. The other day he appointed Mudavadi as the Minister for Foreign Affairs, which means Mudavadi now is a member of the Security Council of the Republic of Kenya. And lastly, all these are a build-up to UDA elections. So let us wait and see how things are going to pan out. Until that time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.